Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Kiriath, but you already knew that. And this is a little vlog type style video of other utter importance. Do forgive the lighting in the room. It's terrible. I don't know why it's so bad today, but it really is. It looks really crap, doesn't it? There's like shadows in weird places, and I don't know what's going on. If I turn the thingy up on the camera, it goes. It's a little bit brighter, a bit nicer, but it also goes blurry. Then again, do we really care about blurry? And I think I might be out of sync as well. Whatever, the camera's just died. It's died a death, who knows why. Couple of things. Firstly, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my ancient and sarcastic heart to the Patreon supporters. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me on Patreon. It means so much that you're letting me continue doing what I want to do, and it's keeping the channel alive and it's keeping me going, and it's a lovely thing that you're doing. I'm not gonna push it and sort of go, oh, you've got to do it or anything like that. I just wanted to say thank you first and foremost for supporting me. If you are interested, links in the description. I shall say no more. Thank you. The other thing, Let's Plays. I really enjoyed doing the Inside Let's Play. That was a load of fun. And even though I said I wasn't going to do Let's Plays anymore, I think I might actually just do Let's Plays again because I really enjoy doing them, it turns out, when it's a game I want to do them in. I don't know what to do for the next one. So if you've got any ideas, if there's anything you particularly like to see me play through, something that you know that I like, or something that you would just like to see my take on or anything, then by all means leave a comment down below, or send me a message via Twitter, whatever your preferred method of contact is, apart from Royal Mail or smoke signals, because Royal Mail's terrible and I don't know how to read smoke signals, so it'll have to be something else. Yeah, I'll have a look and make a decision from there as to which kind of Let's Play I do next and what game it is, and so on. Okay, on to the main thing, the horrible one. Didn't think I'd actually be making another video like this in like so shortly after the last one, which was on Unit Lost, although that was actually quite some time ago. But I'm going to stop blithering. So, if you follow me for any length of time, you know that I have clinical depression. I try not to talk about it too much because, well, it's just a pain in the arse. No one likes it and no one wants to hear about it, especially not me. So I try not to just go on and on. You also know that I have a daughter now. A little girl called Eve, who was born very early and very, very ill. I'll give you just like a little timeline, I guess. So in 2014, I had a really serious depressive episode, which was really bad, like life-threateningly bad. And I got the help I needed for it, with help from family and friends, and most importantly professionals. And I went back to normal, pretty much as close to normal as I can get anyway. And that was fine. That was good. I had cognitive behavioural therapy, which gave me the tools I needed to kind of keep myself going and identify responses to things and work out whether I was having overreactions to events or whether I was reacting in a way that seemed appropriate, and it allowed me to keep myself in check and monitor the way I was feeling, and that's been really helpful. It's been really, really good. So fast forward a couple of years, well, about a year and a half, to 2016. 4th of January, we go for our 34-week check. Yeah, 34-week check for the baby. And we end up in the hospital because the midwife's not happy with the baby. She says baby's too small, and she says blood pressure for my wife is far too high. So we end up at the hospital to, have everything checked out, make sure everything's fine. Midwife said she's sure everything's okay, but she likes to go just in case. So we go to the hospital. My blood pressure is increased even more, and it was already at dangerous levels. It's getting close to like actual serious, essentially, you are close to dying levels. And we find that baby, little Eve, is tiny for how big she should be. Like, she's not been growing, and she is also on the verge of dying in the womb. And in the space of about 2 hours, we go from, I'm sure everything's okay, it's just because you've had a cold, that's all it is, it'll be sorted, to my wife is in surgery, having emergency surgery to save her life and to save Eve's life. At the time, and this can sound daft, I was actually alright. I had no choice but to be alright, because I was like, okay, well, there's literally nothing I can do. Like, at that point, it was out of my hands. I was told that they had to do the surgery now, they had to get the baby out now, otherwise I would lose both of them. There is still a chance I'd lose both of them afterwards, but this is the only thing they can do. They literally can't do anything else. It has to be done. So, okay, what do you do? What do you do? You wait, don't you? You can't do anything else. You physically can't do anything else. I'm not going to go in and help because, well, that would be absurd. And I'm not going to leave. So you just wait. And then when they came out, obviously they needed me there. So I was there. And I just continued to be there. And, you know, things were touch and go for the first week. But then my wife recovered really well. And then so she was okay. And then baby slowly got stronger and stronger, and now she's doing brilliantly. They've both basically fully recovered. Eve is small, but she's still really, really strong, and she's developing perfectly fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just a little on the light side for a baby of her age. Kat doesn't even remember being ill. The amount of morphine she was on was interesting. There was just no recollection of the first week at all. And so we moved on from kind of the emergency stage to just the waiting stage, which was going into the hospital every day for 62 days. And I can remember it was 62 days because you don't forget a number like that when it involves going to the hospital. And I just kept going. I just kept going and kept going. And then Eve got home and I got a bit stressed out, but I just kept going. And I get a little bit more stressed out, but I just kept going. And I thought we both were amazed, my wife and I, because we just assumed I'd be a wreck when Eve arrived, no matter what happened. For her to arrive in the situation that she did, and for me to still be okay, it was pretty damn impressive, frankly. And so I successfully managed to thoroughly convince myself that I was doing great, and I'd kept it together, held it together, and it was all good, and yeah, I'm doing all right. Not 100% accurate, as it turns out. So over the last couple of weeks, I've just had a severe kind of degradation in my I guess my mental health and my physical health, because they tend to affect each other. And I realised that the kind of tools I got given to me, like the analytical kind of skills and things that were given to me during cognitive behavioural therapy back in 2014, I haven't so much used them to keep myself, you know, healthy and reasonable and in a good frame of mind. I just haven't used them because they're gone. It's like they've been washed away. Like the events of January and February, it's like they just completely got rid of them. So rather than analysing what I've been doing and trying to keep my emotions under control and keep myself, like, I guess, up instead of down, I just haven't been doing it. And it's only the last couple of weeks that I've come to realise that whilst I am kind of okay in that I'm, you know, I'm carrying on, I'm still making videos, I'm still trying to stream whenever I can, all of that stuff, you know, still leaving the house and so on, whilst I'm still getting up in the morning, which is more than I could do a couple of years ago. I'm not actually healthy at all. I'm actually really in a pretty bad way, like in my own head, and it's affecting my physical health as well. And yeah, it's just making things a bit difficult, which is probably an understatement of the year. But on the upside, I am actually seeking help for it. So it's not like I'm not doing anything about it. I'm not just sitting there going, oh, well, it turns out I'm a bit ill, but I'm sure it'll go away, because I know from experience that it doesn't just go away. I am seeking help for it. I've been to the doctors. I've had that conversation. They're reviewing my medication, and I'm back on the list for more cognitive behavioural therapy to hopefully build back what I had before. But the purpose of this video wasn't just to sort of do the whole sob story thing. It was to let you know that if I'm a bit off, if I miss a stream or two, if the channel doesn't see a video one day but it sees like 3 the next, if I'm sort of a bit sporadic, a bit erratic, I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm trying really hard to get myself back to like full working condition. I've no intent of disappearing. I don't plan on just vanishing again without warning. That's why I'm making this video, to let you know what's going on, to let you know that like if I do not say something for a couple of days, that's why. Because despite what I thought, I'm actually not very well at all. But I am doing something about it. So I'm not, as I say, I'm not just going to vanish. I'm not going to disappear. I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to be making videos because I enjoy making videos, and it's good. It's good to get my brain working. I need to be doing stuff that allows me to focus on anything really. Like sitting there with just doing constant self introspection or whatever is not helpful. It's not healthy at the moment. I need to be doing stuff. So videos will continue to come. Streams will hopefully get back to regularity. I'm hoping to stream tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, I got into a really good pattern of streaming 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 3 p.m. BST, and that was stable for a while. But over the last couple of weeks, it's been really unstable. It's like maybe one stream and then one hour stream the next day, but then nothing for like a week, and that's why basically. So yeah, it is a problem. I'm not doing a very good job of actually telling you how serious it is. I just keep telling you that it is, but I'm just hoping that you'll trust me that I know how serious it is. I mean, there's examples I could give of kind of thoughts I've had and actions that I've had to force myself not to take that would illustrate the point perfectly well. But I don't feel like I need to do that, and I don't feel like it's fair to burden you with that, because you're here to be entertained. You're not here to listen to me sort of talk about the finer points of experiencing a depressive episode. That's not what you're here for. Nonetheless, I wanted to tell you so that you knew what was going on, so that you know that I haven't given up. I'm not disappearing. I'm not going off anywhere. But if the content is sporadic, if I'm a bit sort of erratic, if you see stuff on Twitter or something, if you're like, what on earth is that? Why has he done that? I'm trying to be as normal as possible, but I'm not in a normal place. I'm in a fairly dark, kind of deep place at the moment. And I've got to claw myself, I've got to claw back out. I've got to haul myself up back into daylight. And it's going to take some effort and it's going to take some time. And I can't promise kind of uninterrupted, perfect content and content delivery. Because it might not happen. But as I say, I'm not going anywhere. I don't intend to just disappear again. I want to keep working. I need to keep working. I need to keep making videos because it's good for me. It's healthy for me. And I enjoy doing it. And doing stuff you enjoy is really important, because otherwise you just fall into the trap of doing nothing. And I'm not falling back into that trap again. But yeah, I'm just repeating myself over and over again now. That's basically it. Please don't worry too much. As I say, I'm getting the help I need. I've already got a good basis for it. Like, I've already got the foundations for building myself back up. So, with any luck, I'll be able to do it relatively quickly. But yeah, if things seem a little disjointed, a little bit off, then it's not intentional. It's not because I'm just going to up and go. I'm just not very well. But it's only temporary, and I will be well again. And you won't see a reduction in content. It just might not appear quite when I want it to. So that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to stop now because I'm just going to ramble on and on and on and on. And you can already tell, like, this is something where I'm hoping you can tell, just by the way I've talked to you, that my brain is not working properly. That's the only way to describe it. It's a really strange experience, in a way, to be aware of not being great, because I lose my train of thought so easily. It just disappears. My memory is absolutely shot. Like, I went downstairs earlier. I still don't know why I went downstairs. Got no clue whatsoever. It's like I'm an old man. I literally came out of this room, went downstairs, and just stood at the bottom of the stairs and went, I don't need to be down here. What have I come down here for? Wait, no, do I need to be down here? I gave up. I just came back up and carried on doing what I was doing. It's just shot. It's just shot. My brain's shot. Unfortunately, my mouth's connected to my brain, so when my brain's shot, I just talk nonsense, which is what I'm just doing now. But I just wanted to keep you updated. That's all it is. It's just an update. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. It's not fatal. It's not sort of lethal. I'm not going to do anything that I would regret or anyone else would regret. It's not that bad yet. Not that it will be. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you for watching the content. And it will keep coming. And hopefully that hasn't, depressed you too much. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.